Hello, I'm Priscilla Archangel, and my leadership insight for you today is the 10 important questions to ask in your new position. So, how exciting! You're about to start a new role. Maybe it's a promotion, maybe it's a new organization and or a new team. And as you develop your plan for entry, it's important to think about these 10 topics that you really need to focus on. And they're more than just simple questions, but they're issues that you need to understand deeply as a foundation for how you will lead, how you'll add value, and how you'll develop your strategies and accomplish your goals. So here are the 10 questions. The first one: how does the organization tangibly demonstrate their value for people? This is an opportunity for you to learn about the policies and the processes that are in place to meet team members' needs and how these policies are utilized. You can initiate casual conversations with colleagues to learn what they enjoy most about working there, along with some of their frustrations. The second question: how are decisions made? This reflects the organizational structure, the meeting cadence, the priorities, the processes, and the sources of influence. And while there's a formal system, there's always an informal practice, which is the one you really need to pay attention to. Number three: how does the company make money? Here's where you dig into the cost and the profit drivers, the systematic pinch points, and the metrics used. You can identify where cost-cutting measures have been used in the past, along with decisions that inflate expenses. Question 4: what does the customer want? Gain an intimate knowledge of the customers, both internal and external to your role, and learn how responsive and agile the organization is to meeting customer needs. Number 5: what behaviors are rewarded? And here's a warning: pay attention to what people do more than what they say. Observe how people conduct themselves and the associated results. And if they get what they want based upon how they behave, they'll keep behaving that way, and others will too. Number 6: how do people communicate? Find out what conversations normally take place via email or phone or face-to-face. Are they diplomatic or direct in tone? Is information provided to broad audiences or very narrowly on a need-to-know basis? And how do you read between the lines to understand the real meaning behind that email you just received? Question 7: how do people collaborate? You need to identify every area of the organization that interacts with and has a mutual interest with your role. Then understand their motivations and how to partner with these various teams to get results. Number 8: what are the risks to business growth and how are they being mitigated? Are the semiconductor chip shortages, climate change, supply chain issues, are these fully external and uncontrollable issues, or can they be alleviated in the future based upon different business decisions? And what's the impact of labor shortages and demands, product quality, customer needs, product and service capacity? These volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous forces, and there's an acronym, VUCA, V-U-C-A, these are requiring companies to operate very differently in the future. And number 9, who are the power brokers? Now, these are people who influence outcomes. They drive decisions, they share information in confidence. And you need to know their source of power, whether from expertise, association, secret information, historical knowledge, or their leadership style. And number 10, what are the persistent problems that are difficult to solve? Now, one of the reasons you were hired is for your ability to solve problems, but only as you better understand the environment in which you operate can you begin to think about how you will address them. So this list may sound exhausting, but they're all critical points of reference for you to become successful in your new role. Every person you meet is a source of insight to help you build your base of knowledge. So start developing relationships from your very first interaction. Commit to ongoing research and make sure your values align with that of the organization. Thanks for listening. And please go to my website, PriscillaArchangel.com, for more information.